Friends, if you made it here, you probably from TikTok. And if you ain't from TikTok, you probably from somewhere else. And if you here, then welcome. Come on in. It's a story time. Now, this is going to be some extended content that I promise y'all on TikTok. And I would shout out my friends, but I don't want to put y'all on blast like that. So, but you know who you are. Yeah, we're gonna break stuff down over here. We're gonna do a real country, and we're gonna put my little dash, little spin up there and try to make it as easy as possible for you to understand, friends. So let's talk about it. Let's get right into it. Story time topic for today is Shirley Temple Curl, baby. Do y'all want to hear a story time about how somebody's parents should have been bopped on top of their head with a bop it? Okay, several of them with sticky porcupines up there. I don't know what else to add to it. These people were ridiculous. Now, Shirley Temple Curl was born in 1928. Now, that's a year before the Great Depression started. And I said to myself, you know, maybe it's because of this Great Depression that her parents was acting like this. Okay? What caused the Great Depression? A whole lot. Bad tariffs, stock market crash, a whole bunch of production, not enough people buying it, people unemployed, all kinds of crazy stuff. President Hoover ain't know what was going on, child. I'm glad I went around then. But I tell you what, kind of sounds similar to what we're going through right now, don't it? I don't know. I don't know, friends. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. I'm here to tell y'all what I think. I ain't say what true. I ain't say what fake. I just said this is what I think happening. But Shirley Temple Curl parents was around during the Great Depression, and she was born right beforehand. And in 1931, her mother, who wanted to be a dancer at some point, decided, you know what? Let me let my daughter dance. Gertrude. Yeah, Gertrude. She said she gonna let her daughter dance. And I said, you know, this is cute. You know, little cute baby dancing. No, that's not the idea that they had in mind at all. Actually, what really was going on was very sinister and very dark. Trigger warning. If you're triggered by SA or things that are weird and unusual, click out the videos. 1, 2. All right, you've been warned. In 1931, she started her first movie, and the first movie was not Little Princess. Don't let Google lie to you like that. It was called War Babies. Okay? It was a baby burlesque. Never heard of one, don't want to see one. But I'm going to insert a little clip so y'all can get a general idea of what I'm talking about. The movie itself is actually on YouTube. You can go click on it and watch it yourself to see that I'm not exaggerating or making anything up. Shirley Temple starred as a street worker. Okay, a street worker, yes. In most of the movies that she was in, it was very suggestive of adult behavior and activities, if you know what I mean. And on that set, she actually said herself that the kids was punished if they acted up like they weren't 3 and 4 years old. They were made to sit on a block of ice or stand in cold water, which is crazy to me. You would think maybe this girl don't got no daddy around and that's why she act like this. No, her dad was signing off on stuff, okay? Not only was he signing off on stuff, he was spending the money too. And it kills me. Let me show y'all this picture. I'm gonna show y'all this picture real quick. Great Depression happening. Shirley, her mom and daddy looking like money, honey. And when I say money, I mean money, honey. Not no little chunk change, not a couple dollars, but I'm talking about big money. Looking good. And her daughter was being made to do some ungodly things.
Hurry up, get out of here. Come on.
I don't understand how the grown, rusty, musty tail men could do anything like this with a child at all.
Hey, where you going with that kid?
Well, just taking her down the street to buy her some candy.
Yeah? Well, if anybody's going to buy a candy, it'll be me.
Well, I was just trying to be friendly. Cute little trick, ain't she?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because their acting skills look believable to me.
On the go trip, it's a sweet trip, where bonbons play.
It's crazy. But then the articles that came out told you exactly what them grown rusty tail men was thinking about when they was doing these movies with her. She would sing songs to them like she was a lollipop kid. She would sing about how she wanted to marry her dad.
Marry me and let me be your wife.
Now, friends, when I saw that scene, I wanted to, but I said, you know what? If I had a time machine, I would just go back and just slap everybody like this, like that. But I didn't. I don't have that right now. So, fast forward, at the age of 12, somebody revealed themselves to her. Now, I said, now this girl ain't but 12 years old. Somebody from a movie company revealed themselves to her. And when she went to tell her mother about it, her mother said, well, you don't know what happened to me.
He was going to talk to me about a movie he wanted to put me in. I'm 12 years old, you know. And I thought he was a producer, but instead he was an exhibitor. And I'd never seen anyone naked before, except myself. So I had no clue about what was happening. And so it struck me so funny I laughed at him, and I laughed uproariously. I had tears, you know, and he got infuriated. And he said, out, 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 go, to me. And I told her what happened, and she got kind of quiet, and she said, well, you don't know what happened to me.
Baby, the way I would have bye-bye balloon bought my mama, don't do that. Now, don't do that, ma'am. Shame on you. At the age of 17, that happened to her again, and she got the idea that you would have to trade stuff to work in the industry. Not only when she wasn't a little kid anymore, did her movies slow down, work slow down for her, but only to find out, too, when she became an adult, that her daddy had spent all her money. Every show that she was doing when she was a kid, she was getting an extra $15,000 bonus, and they was giving this little girl $13 a month to spend. Baby, oh, friends, the elbow drop that my parents would have got, people's elbow. It would have been some WWE SmackDown Royal Rumble going on around there if y'all don't run me my money. I knew she had did 4 dozen movies before she was the age of 12. Then they upped that $15,000 bonus to $30,000. Now we talking about back in the 30s, okay? 30,000. I can use 30,000 right now. I can take a cool 30,000 while. We talking about in the 30s though, so that was a lot of money. She was supposed to have somewhere around the amount of $3.2 million when she was grown, and she had $44,000 because her daddy had them went crazy. What he was spending money on? She forgave him though. That would have been a hard one. I'm like, Lord, I know you working on me, but we're gonna have to talk about this one. It seemed like she had a really rough life. And also in her young years, a deranged woman tried to take her and send her to glory. That's a lot. That's traumatic for a child. To be picked up, fondled, groped, touched, seen as an adult by grown, rusty, dusty, musty, crusty tail men. Now, these nasty men that she was singing to, I hope wherever they are, Satan is in the corner somewhere singing, you're my ooey gooey gumdrop, chocolate pop, lollipop, whatever it is, because that was so wrong. And then to also have an attempt made on your life, and then to be written by a grown adult man where he talks about how you look, which she did end up suing him and winning. But that's just a lot for a person to go through. So I feel like we need to honor her in a way that people don't really do today, and I feel like her story needs to be told from the perspective of the workhorse that she was made to be. She still somehow managed to survive and be on top, so kudos to her. I think the story of Shirley Temple Curl should be told more often, and we should take more serious the type of things that children were subjected to in the industry during that time and even today. So protect your kids, y'all, and I hope I really got y'all up in a tizzy like that. But if I did, I'm gonna call y'all back later, friends. Bye.